Summoning stone. Yes. There we go. I take no pleasure in killing the knot, just to avoid bloodshed that we agreed to join you on this journey. Well, it cannot be helped. We may proceed into the courtyard together, but leave the task of hailing its occupants to me. You don't believe in my negotiation skills? Dude. And keep your lance on your back, Dragoon. On my word to the Warrior of Light, I shall start no fight, only finish it. You're truly beyond salvation. Come then. Hey dude, that's perfectly fair. If they attack, you should expect us to defend. So, that's that. Yeah, this is gonna be waste. I just know it. Looking at the animation.
Vidofnir!
Vidofnir is probably one of my favorite dragons in this game.
Ah, 'tis thee, little one. From above I did mistake thee for a nath. 'Tis well I chanced to look again, or thou wouldst now be ash.
Dear Vidofnir, how I have missed you. Would that I had come sooner, and not out of dire necessity.
Thou art troubled. Speak that I might know thy plight. Thou wouldst have father admonish his brood brother.
I would end this war without further bloodshed.
How am I to believe thee, little one, when thine own companion beareth Nidhogg's stolen eye?
Yeah, I can see that.
Have care, dragon, or I shall gouge out one of yours.
You forget yourself, sir. We are here on a mission of peace.
Yeah. He's not gonna
My
let him
sires
get
will
threatened.
forbiddeth me from inviting discord to our home. 'Tis for this reason and no other that thou still drawest breath, knight.
Vidofnir, please. We must be allowed to convey our intentions to Hraesvelgar in person, with words of our own choosing. Grant us this favor, and open the way to Som Al.
Thou hast ever been welcome, little one. But I cannot grant thy wish. I am bound to remain here, and protect my kin from the Nath's god.
The Nath have summoned a primal.
Pray excuse my forwardness, but if we were to eliminate the threat to your territory, would you
Yeah.
consent to Lady Izel's request?
Okay. I'm back. Just had to help my mother clean the house so she can eat it later on. But let's continue on.
Dost thou imagine thyself equal to the task? To succeed where dragons have failed? 'Tis beyond thee, mortal. But thou art welcome to try, nonetheless. Only know that idle promises shall avail thee naught.
Okay. Don't worry. We can deal with primals. We've done it before.
It would seem we have no choice but to make good on Alphino's offer. Why must our every bid for peace breed yet more war?
Guess you can't get anything you wish. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, none of those pins are of our interest. But this one, that's something we want. So the nut have summoned the god, and thus is the mystery of the newfound deliverance laid to rest. Are you not glad? Are you not glad, Lady Asa? I thought you would be applauding for some of the time to further the old man. After all, you did. I didn't reach out to Saint Shiva. To further my own aim, I decided strength only to forge anew the peace between man and dragon. But what a fool I am to speak of peace to you, a blood-thirsty savage who murders without thought of compunction. Enough, I say. If the nut have truly brought forth the deity from the ether, we must face it together or watch our whole flows apart. All now rest upon this primal's defeat. But ere we think of confronting him, we will first study his origin. What is the nature of this god? What manner of fate sustains its existence? Apologies. You are right, of course. Let us return to Tailfeather and consult with Master John. He knows more of the Nat and the culture than most. Okay. But before that, let us thunder right now. But yeah, let us attune to the ether right here without further ado. It's such a winding path to go back and forth. So easy to just teleport. Oh ho, Becco, already are we? Yeah. Met enough, did ya? And what is it you like to? So Primal says 7 hells. Well, I don't know bugger all about nut religion, if I'm honest. Beyond the trading habits, they never seem much of point in asking. But it should be that hard to find out. From time to time we party with the small hive to the northwest of here. Outcasts from the main tribe, from what I understand. I reckon they're willing to tell you a bit about themselves if you give them the right incentives. That sounds promising, and what exactly would I not consider the right incentives? Nothing your average hunter couldn't scrounge up in a day or two. But seeing as you're in a hurry, you might want to divide the chores amongst yourself. You want a good-sized jaw, lantern nectar, a basket of calendar fruit, and always enough favorite, a general portion of young Nanka flesh. I shall gather food. Leaping to the low branches of the forest giants should present little challenge to me. Then I shall collect the nectar with our myself knows arcane assistance. And that leaves you to bring home the meat. You need to carve it from the smaller Nankas that lives in the river. 2 big hunks should be enough, I reckon. Once you got everything together, you need to set it down at what we call trading post. Here I mark the spot on your map. Your most kind must mark them. Well then, let us attend to our respective tasks and reconvene at the trading post. I need hardly add that the last one there is a rotten Lanka egg. Ha ha ha. Very funny outfit now. Can you joke? Okay. How you need to go back and forth between and sneak around everything. I really don't want to do with that. Okay. So you need trophies, let's put some food. And thunder food. Come on. I'm so weak. Just because I'm bad gear. I know it's because I'm bad. Just need to get to like a dungeon, then I should be fine. Anyway, let's see it 43. Okay. So that's a win. Okay. There you go. Let's go. Back over them. Potato feather. We go. What's the next on the list? It's 19. So 39. 49. So weapon and shield. Okay, let's do this again. We only need 2 more. Must be for the big one. I won't get noises. So. go. Where is the meeting point? And then it fell from the sky. I was able to get a good amount of nectar from the lamb traps, though I would not have known how to harvest it without this elf help. Do you have any monka meat? Yes, I do. Splendid, I shall put this with the stinging's fruit and assemble a suitable, generous-looking handful for the nest. Yeah, give me pants. Yeah. Still looking at pants. Oh! The ring of casting. Ah, that's perfect actually. We need it. Well, everything appears to be in order, assuming no one has any objection to my choice of presentation. I shall place the offering at the trading post as instructed. Were I of the nut, I think I would be suitably impressed. Well, how long must we wait? Shall we have sent a signal of some such? Calm yourself. Calm yourself, myself. My offering has knock on the list. Long has it been since hunters last came to trade bearing gifts, and I fill the air with such delightful scent. My trap nectar. Come to you with anchor flesh. What delectable food shall brought for us? Our meager existence much enriched by your bounty. Come, hunters. Come to our hive if you would trade. Cramped and stifling our homes are, but the rancid incense keeps the dragons at bay. Cramped, stifling, and horribly smelly. But better to live in stench than be cracked and crunched by dragon stew, yes? Come, it's not far. Okay. Let's go then. Drum. Here we go. Oh, it's Karen. Need to touch. Your person has been announced to storyteller. You must speak with trustworthy doing what? For me or what? Yeah, I don't know, man. No mind. Welcome to our hive, hunters. You have brought delicacies much sought after by people, and we much pleased. What would you have in return? Honored Elder, pray allow me to begin to thanking you for welcoming us into your home, and for accepting our humble offerings. My companions and I have come in search of knowledge, specifically knowledge of your people's god. Knowledge alone, what strange hunters you are. But if words you desire, the word you shall have. We are both the non-mind, and to speak is our fate. you will hear the tale of Nasgard. Of the god, the one mind summoned to our midst. The one mind. These are the Nat who resides in the main colony. Yes, they are one connected, but let's begin the story at its beginning. Some months ago, a single dragon flew from East, bleeding and weak. It fell from the sky and into a hive. When it was warmed by my brethren, its spear and spell and musket, the dragon was slain. Most likely one who fled the battle with my kinsman. Kinsman, I should commend you for finishing the job. Dragons of his told adversaries that the woman would always cover when the winged shadow passed over the ground, but no one knew. They learned that other Mary Dragon, as it was easy to know. Thus did the one mind decide to heed the word of Black Roman. The one mind would call forth a god to release his place upon the dragons. Dragon lands would become netlands, and ever larger would grow out the main. But our god ever hungers, the price he demands a crystal far exceeds the rewards for this bad war. We of what despise the revile his insatiable existence. Give me that one. I call upon the power of Primal for greater good, conscious all the while that I do so at great cost to the land. I reasoned that it was necessary evil and willingly shoulder the burden of my sin. In suggesting that such crimes can be justified, you may argue that I presume too much. But you must surely see that I am aware of the magnitude of my transgression. Not so the Nat. They summoned their deity for no greater purpose than to expand their dominion. The Sons of the Seven Dawn once sworn to eliminate the primal threat, the distinction you draw seems questionable at least. But the fact remains that my own grandfather is unleashing the power of the 12 in an attempt to prevent a calamity. Thus, while I may not condone the action, I at least understand them. Not so the Nat. As you so rightly put it, if they truly seek no territorial gain, I can only conclude that they are ignorant of the ruinous consequences of the god's insatiable appetite. The longer this primal is suffered to exist, the greater the suffering it will cause. It must be destroyed. I would likely propose the destruction of this god myself. A being whom we know not. Has it occurred to you that you may be sending the Warrior of Light to his death? No, You have the right to resist him. To have seen, it is I who am guilty of presuming too much. Pray forgive me, Drazor. I didn't fear my duty. Wait, Drazor need not face this foe alone. Like him, I am blessed with the Echo's blessing, protection, and may do battle without fear of primal influence. Let me bear this burden. You truly imagine yourself a second Warrior of Light? Remind me, how many primals have you faced, my lady? Not that it matters. We know not where this god resides, and how to challenge it, unless you mean to pray until it appears. Instead, makes a valid point. Let us speak with the bar, and learn how best to secure an audience with their deity. In this, at least, I may be of assistance. The young lord certainly appears eager to prove his worth. Yeah. But that's probably gonna be where I will end it, because I need to sneeze. Oh. But yeah, we got a lot done. We're so close to a trial, so that's too bad, but Can't get them all. And the trial in the dungeon is coming pretty close to each other. So yeah, I think probably next time we have time for 2 instances. That's a fun bit. Well, we had none this time, so I guess we had none the time before that either, so I guess the trial coming up is the first instance in Heavensward, so like with multiple people in. But yeah, I will, if you did enjoy this recording session, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and on that note, I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Bye!